Olá e bem-vindos ao canal. Vamos continuar então com o Lone Echo e vamos ver o que é que acontece hoje.
Commencing depressurization. Depressurization complete.
Exiting airlock. How do I reach the generator?
The generator facility should be just up ahead as you exit.
Copy that.
Ok. Está para aqui para a frente, não sei onde.
I'll mark the destination for you.
Mais
Juno,
fácil.
pull the FTL's output log, starting a few minutes back from the accident.
What are you looking for?
If your android is right and the FTL accident really did create a temporal anomaly, then we should see clear evidence of the event in the output data. FTL drives don't normally rip open tunnels through time.
Not according to our experience.
Guess we're just lucky.
Maybe not. Juno, show us readings from the moment the ticks made contact with the drive. This resonance. The FTL shouldn't be creating a displacement with this signature and nowhere near this magnitude.
Then it's the biomass. Has to be. It's causing some sort of reaction in the drive.
We'll need to run some simulations.
Let's get to it then. Jack, we'll be on standby.
Acknowledged. Juno, this appears to be some sort of communication antenna.
A signal relay, to be exact. It's a key part of Chiron Station's intranet, as well as the external comms array. There are many more of them located throughout the station. Though, without the generator operational, we won't be able to bring them online.
Precisely. Now stay focused.
Of course, Doctor.
This equipment is some form of dock or buoy.
Affirmative. It's one of the station's charging docks. They're set up to facilitate recharging and navigation for the various drones deployed here. Though it is worth noting that the Doctor and I have redeployed several pieces of equipment as well. Fortunately, once you complete repairs to the generator, we should be able to use the data ports on any of the equipment to restore its functionality.
Copy that. I've located the entrance.
Unfortunately, it seems the airlock is offline, most likely due to the power failure. An alternate access method will be required.
Does that mean there's another way in?
Station blueprints show an access hatch on the facility's exterior. Look for a small rectangular hatch with a red cover.
Copy that. I'll take a look outside.
Agora estamos à procura de uma placa retangular vermelha, certo? Jesus. Se calhar deste lado. Ou em cima. Aqui não vejo nada. Aqui uma porta. Será que é por aqui por baixo? Ali talvez. Oh, peraí. Não.
Vamos lá ver o que é aquilo. What the hell is that?
I noticed these when we first arrived in this timeline. Some kind of massive processing structure. It's capturing Saturn's atmosphere.
Correct. They're known as autonomous atmospheric harvesters. They process hydrogen and helium from Saturn, inject it into containers, and then jettison those containers outward for retrieval. The minimal contact reduces the risk of biomass infection.
It's like the Kronos 5000 or something.
Sorry?
I mean, it might be what our job would have turned into. It's a bit more impressive than extracting helium from ice cubes like we did, but it's basically where our work was headed.
Ok, eu...
Jack, the hatch you're looking for will be red in color. It's meant for maintenance work, so it'll be fairly small.
Pois... Até aí eu já sei. Mas eu não vejo... atos nenhuma vermelha. Será que ele estava... Não, não me parece que ele estivesse ali. Vamos por aqui, talvez.
You'll find the hatch at an elevation similar to the entrance, Jack. I advise starting there and making your way around the exterior of the structure.
Ok. Não. Similar. Ok. Para baixo, para baixo. Será que isto? Isto não é triangular. Não me parece que seja isto. Ali é triangular ou retangular? Ah, pode ser para aqui. Não me parece. Ah, já estou a ver. Ok.
Access hatch located. Looks like I'll have to cut my way in.
With the generator's interior in a vacuum state, it should be safe to use your cutter here. Explosive decompression will not be an issue.
Copy that.
Acho que além da Falates também vou cortar o candeeiro. Ok, vamos lá.
I'm inside the facility. What's next?
The main problem is almost certainly the reactor. It's a large cylindrical structure in the facility's central chamber. The accessway will take you there, though additional cutting may be required. But please, try to avoid damaging our former workplace too heavily.
Juno.
Wait, you two used to work here?
Juno and I were part of the station's biomass research team.
So you were here during the outbreak?
No, I had taken leave to pursue my theory for eliminating the biomass. By the time I returned, it was too late. There was no one left.
My God, Harlan.
Captain, please. We have work to do.
Ok. Certo. Ai. Ok. Nada. Tá, o que é aquilo?
Reactor located.
Great. How's it look?
Not well. I'm seeing smoke, likely from an internal malfunction.
That explains the power outage.
And the life support failure.
Right, better open it up, Jack. See what's going on in there.
I'm opening the casing for a closer look at the reactor.
Copy that.
Malfunction confirmed. Bad power cores.
You'll need replacements to get the reactor running again, Jack. The facility contains a storage area that might be worth investigating.
Thanks, Juno. This data tile appears to still be intact.
Despite their small size, data tiles make for excellent external storage. I advise scanning it so that we can retrieve its contents. Scan successful. Interesting. Shortly before the outbreak, the engineers developed a means of optimizing the power flow of the reactor. Jack, if you can find more data on this, I may be able to adapt these principles to your integrated cutter.
How much more data?
Uncertain. Without possessing the actual data, it's impossible to measure its size. Nonetheless, I've made an entry in the data tab on your ARM computer. I anticipate only a few more scans will be required, though.
Acknowledged. I'll keep watch for more data ports.
Ok, não tenho nenhum sítio para descartar isto. É porque não.
A fully charged core. Might be useful if I can find a proper receptacle for it. The reactor has quite the unique shape. An icosahedron. For optimal power flow, I assume.
Correct. The reactor's quasi-regular orthogonality allows for nearly flawless energy management.
Good enough state to work, though, right?
Yes, the malfunction appears to be temporary. Install a complete set of operational cores, and the reactor should resume normal functionality.
Okay. Well, sounds like you two have got things handled.
Copy that.
Now simply rotate the core clockwise until it stops turning.
Já fiz isso. Ok.
I found a device in the storage area.
A network terminal. It may still be connected. Scan its port with your data link to attempt a data transfer.
Empty racks here. Were they running low on supplies?
Negative. However, among the facility's final logs are inventory requests of unusually high quantities. I presume anyone who managed to escape the station must have brought the supplies with them.
Let's hope such was the case. Must have been a horrid scramble.
Nice work, Jack. Much of the data here will prove useful in augmenting your cutter. Unfortunately, we will need more to complete the design. But I did find something that might be of interest. A voice memo from the station's chief engineer regarding the technology. I've added it to your ARM computer's data tab, Jack. Hey everyone, I wanted to send a quick update to just our team before the news goes wide. We did it. As of about 6 minutes ago, we flipped the switch on the new reaction management system. We're seeing a stable 72% increase in outflow with a peak at almost 90%. For those keeping score, that's 12% above projections. Hell of a job, everyone. This will save lives.
I'll probably have to cut my way through from the other side.
Não sei como é que eu vou fazer isso. Bem, dois já estão, mas... Ok. Eu vou ter que achar mesmo mais pontos de interesse. Está visto.
Jack, the reactor requires a complete set of operational cores in order to run. I recommend searching the facility's storage area.
Juno, these pylons, what are they?
That's a signal conditioner, Jack. It helps ensure clean power delivery to the rest of the station. They should activate once you finish installing new cores and spin up the reactor.
Fabricator.
Some type of local data storage?
Correct. Insert enough of them into a database terminal, and the terminal's data port will become available to scan.
This database terminal runs off of cartridges. Unusual.
Backup data storage, in case of power loss. For it to function properly, all the cartridges must be installed.
Well, I always blow on them first for luck. But each to their own.
I'm afraid Jack's shell isn't equipped with an apparatus appropriate for that operation. Good news, Jack. With the data you just collected, I expect we need only one more scan to complete the design.
Juno, I need you to run the math on these same parameters.
Yes, Doctor.
Dr. Harlan, why did you have to leave the station? There seems to be plenty of biomass.
That is all highly evolved. I need the base genetic material, and that can only be found in an undetonated biomass torpedo. There was nothing more I could do from here.
Right. Then what brought you back? Did you know the station had...
I'm sorry, Captain Rhodes, but we do not have time for me to recount my entire life story. I was here. I lived. And when I came back, everyone was dead or gone.
All right. Fine.
Why don't I simply compile an archive of the logs covering our time away from the station? That way the captain can review them at her leisure.
If you must, but after you've finished verifying the sim parameters.
Very well. I will let you know when I finish, Captain.
Thanks, Juno.
This database terminal runs off of cartridges. Unusual.
Backup data storage, in case of power loss. For it to function properly, all the cartridges must be installed.
Well, I always blow on them first for luck. But each to their own.
I'm afraid Jack's shell isn't equipped with an apparatus appropriate for that operation.
I believe it was a joke, Juno.
Captain?
Yeah, he's right, Juno. But don't worry, if it turns out the cartridge doesn't work, you can blow on it.
Captain, my holographic projectors are not capable of... Ah. At this point, I believe my only valid response is, well played, Captain.
Just too easy.
This drone's power appears to be depleted.
There should be an induction charger nearby. Simply insert the drone to replenish its power. Once it finishes charging, we should be able to access its data port. Excellent. That did indeed provide sufficient data. Just give me a moment to process everything. Stand by. Schematic complete. Please head to the nearest fabricator so we can install the improvement to your cutter.
A rather prominent location for a manual interface.
Those are the distribution controls, Jack. They'll eventually direct power to every facility in Chiron Station. The reactor will need to be activated before this console will work.
Acknowledged.
Ok, então temos que voltar ao Fabricator. Exatamente, Fabricator para lá. Aqui.
Integration successful. Your shell's reactive cutter has been refitted with extended range and efficiency.
Well done, Juno.
The pleasure was mine. And please, restrict cutting to non-critical equipment.
Ok, será que eu já chego ali?
I've managed to open the hatch leading to the storage area.
Splendid. The area should now be accessible through the maintenance deck below. Captain, I finished compiling the log data you requested.
Great, can you pass it to my ARM computer, Juno? Actually, best send it to Jack as well.
Of course. Jack, I've added it to your data tab.
Wow, this is some archive.
It was an illuminating expedition. I took the liberty of segmenting the log entries. Feel free to review them at your own pace.
If you two have finished, I've input the parameters for the next sim.
Of course, Doctor. Seizing faster than light travel in 3, 2, 1. FTL jump complete. We're approximately 450,000 kilometers from Earth.
Perfect. bring us in slow and begin long-range scans.
Of course, Doctor. For the scan criteria, shall I use the same parameters as those when we examined the Kronos remnants? Or perhaps from the wreckage of the unknown vessel?
Both, and factor in the fleet's travel time. Kronos incident, plus 4 months.
I already have. Beginning sweep.
And now, we wait. There has to be at least one torpedo left. Somewhere in that mess.
Hey everyone, I wanted to send a quick update to just our team before the news goes wide. We did it. As of about 6 minutes ago, we flipped the switch on the new reaction management system. We're seeing a stable 72% increase in outflow with a peak at almost 90%. Analysis complete.
And?
Negative. Shall I broaden our search criteria?
No. Anything beyond these parameters will be too far removed from the base genetic material. Let's see. Most of the fleet fell to the surface. The Ithaca was of sufficient mass that perhaps it might...
Doctor, I cannot permit such a
Second core installed.
The biomass particulate levels
Please
in the
visit one of the
atmosphere
nearby
are extreme.
consoles to bring the
Even
reactor
if we
back
were to
online.
safely make planetfall, we would
I
not...
know, Juno. Damn it. 14 months of searching.
Dr. Harlan, if I may...
Yes, I know. There's nothing to be gained here. Or anywhere. Set a course back to the station. Perhaps...
Dr. Harlan, I merely wish to remind you that both the Kronos and the Ithaca had something in common.
The reactor is back online.
I am
Power
aware.
hasn't returned here on the
Yes,
ship yet.
but both were
Jack,
property
power
of the
still
Atlas
needs to be
Corporation
distributed
as well.
from here to the ship,
I failed to
as
see
well
that
as the rest of the station.
Atlas has
The
not
console
been
you saw in the control room
Indeed.
should now allow you to
Hey,
perform
everyone.
this final step.
Analysis complete. Analysis... Analysis complete.
And
Negative. Shall I broaden our search criteria?
no. Anything beyond these parameters will be too far removed from the base genetic material. Let's see. Most of the fleet fell to the surface. The Ithaca was of sufficient mass that perhaps it might...
Doctor, I cannot permit such an action. The biomass particulate levels in the atmosphere are extreme. Even if we were to safely make planetfall, we would
I
not...
know, Juno. Damn it. 14 months of searching.
Dr. Harlan, if I may...
Yes, I know. There's nothing to be gained here. Or anywhere. Set a course back to the station. Perhaps...
Dr. Harlan, I merely wish to remind you that both the Kronos and the Ithaca had something in common.
No, they were both overrun by biomass. I am aware.
Yes, but both were property of the Atlas Corporation as well.
I failed to see the relevance, Juno. Atlas has long been defunct.
Indeed. However, while the company itself is no longer in operation, remnants of its headquarters persist here on Luna.
Luna.
Yes. Given the corporation's broad interests, I think it is highly likely that they retained relevant information.
Or even hardware. They developed FTL technology by pilfering it from that unknown vessel, didn't they?
That is what the logs on Titan indicated, yes. I suppose it is possible that they might have salvaged one of the biotorpedoes as well.
If they managed
Jack,
to obtain one
power
that had
distribution
not
may be
detonated
completed by using the
with an
console in the
intact
control
incubator.
room.
Then they might have already sequenced the base genetic material.
Exactly. It's a lot to hope for, but you're right, Juno. We should investigate Luna. Set a course.
I already have. Prepare for acceleration in 3,
2, 1.
E foi o tempo que tivemos hoje. Não se esqueçam de deixar ficar o like, de subscrever e de partilhar. E de resto, fiquem bem, até à próxima. Dragon of Out.